Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how to install, set up and use click to dial feature. This feature allows you to click on any phone number that's shown on your browser, and doing that it's gonna dial it automatically through the software you're using for your phone calls. In this instance I'll be using Dialpad, but you can set this up to use with any other phone service on your PC or Mac, and I'll be using and setting it up on Opera browser, which I have already set up. You can set up also to Google Chrome. Setup is almost same for Google Chrome as well as Opera, as well as Brave browser, as well as Firefox. So without going any further, let's start with this. First thing that you will need to do is to find your browser's extension website where you can download all different extensions. As I said, I'll be using Opera browser, so I will type in Google. You can type Opera browser extensions or Google Chrome extensions or Firefox extensions. So now we'll go to this site and we will click here and search for telephone number detection. And as you can see, it's the first one over here. This one is the one I'm using, but you can use also ZooHyper. You can use Telefy, it's a good one for Firefox and also for Google Chrome, but this is the one I'm using. When you get to here, you click on install. It's gonna ask you if you're going to allow the installation. You click yes, approve. Then after installation is done, you will have this icon over here pop up. You might need to restart your browser, but this icon should pop up over here. Next thing that we need to do is to right click on this icon, go to options, and over here we're going to set up this extension. On the first section you can see there's a protocol system and you can choose protocol yourself. The one I am using is tel. You can use dial, you can use call to, and all these other protocols over here, but I'm using the first one over here. It was the easiest one to set up for me, so I click on this tel, and over here you can leave it like this. If it's not like this, make it to look like this. And on the bottom you have this valid telephone number length. I've chosen minimum of 10 and maximum of 12. You can also choose minimum 10 and maximum 20 if you like, but that way all telephone numbers with extensions will be also included, and you cannot dial extensions when you're dialing phone numbers. So this is the setting I'm using. You can use anywhere between 10 and 20, 10 and 18, 10 and 15, whatever you would like to, but I'm using 10 and 12 over here. After all of that, you click on save. Now what we have to do is to go to Windows settings and set up this tel protocol that we have chosen over here to be used for our app of choice, which is Dialpad right now. So you do that by clicking on start menu button and typing up protocols, then clicking up on the first one. Over here you'll see a bunch of different protocols that your PC is using. Also over here you can see call to protocol that we were able to choose over here. We can choose call to. If you have chosen that one, then you're already there and you can change this call to a different app that you would like to use. For me, call to options did not show any options for Dialpad, so I did not use that one. I went all the way down and found this tel option, which is the one that we have chosen over here. And when we click on it, it will be shown with multiple apps that are able to use this protocol, such as Brave, Google Chrome. This is the phone service I used to use before, Microsoft Edge, and so on. But we will choose Dialpad, and you can also set as default. Then when this changes to Dialpad, you are basically ready to go. All you need to do is close this window, save this, close this window, and close the browser and refresh it. And now let's test it out. So we are back on the DAT board, which we will be using this feature the most. And you can see all these phone numbers are now clickable links. When you click on it, it's gonna automatically paste that number in the Dialpad itself. All you need to do is hit enter on the keyboard or click this button over here. But you can see over here we don't have this phone number selected, and we cannot click on it and get dial option right away because we have chosen phone number length to be between 10 and 12 digits. This one altogether has more than that, and it will not recognize it as a phone number anymore. But if you want this one to be recognized as a phone number, you can do that by going back to our extension, going to options and change it to 18, for example, save it, go back to our website, refresh it, and you will be able to see that this phone number is now also clickable. But the issue with them is you can click on them, but you can't call right away. You will have to remember how many digits of extension number is there and delete that many digits back. So in this instance, this phone number has 4-digit extension, and we will need to delete last 4 digits, and we can call it that way. If you prefer to do so, you can use it, but I use it between 10 and 12 digits. I find it that way most useful to me. This feature will help you to dial quickly and in cases when the market is bad, and you can get a load only if you're the first online with the broker. This feature helps a lot. I use it for many years. It works fine for me. Also, this feature will make your work easier and faster by saving time on typing the numbers or copying them back and forth. This way you can just click and dial it right away. This is the tip and trick that not many dispatchers use and that not many dispatchers know of, but it will certainly make your work a lot easier to do. Thank you.